It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll watch Chuba Hubbard. He's coming off a great week, reaching triple digits in yards with a collection of touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I've been reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It'll travel thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Option play, here's Pollard.
And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Prescott.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffling. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard.
22 carries, 133 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
44 yards rushing for him. His first 2 carries in the ballgame.
I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
And they'll run 1st down with Hubbard.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The Panthers coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. That coordinator going to be tough to beat in this one.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Switch, yellow. Check view.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Young. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
That is caught by Thielen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 7-yard line.
Again, it'll be Hubbard.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try through.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And out now come the Cowboys.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
You look at this Carolina defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Powering forward. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taking really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
55 yards rushing for him so far this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Young.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Ready?
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
Well, he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Piniero's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Piniero to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They toss it down to Pollard.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Prescott looks to throw on first.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion left, that's Thielen. Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and short yardage, Young.
They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Throwing, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Young to throw it this time. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Jonathan Mingo.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. On play action, Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work up.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And that pick six, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick six, I'm up and jumping up and down.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10.
Hey, go Fury. Ready?
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Chark the motion man right. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
He stiff arms him. Chet fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
124 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flush to his right. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it.
And he had a short touchdown run last series, 4 carries, good yardage as well. Pretty good all around, really, Charles.
It was, because think of the drive that created all of that, right? The ability to carry the football, the ability to see holes that were created for him, even able to pat the wide receivers on the back and say, thanks, guys, for the help, and finishes it off with that short touchdown run. I can't wait to see what they do in the next drive and the next series, because I want to see how the defense adjusts.
Go Ultra. Strike. Strike.
They run the option on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And now they're in the hurry-up. Young on third down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Young now.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left.
And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Check Fury. Check Hunt.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
151 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ultra. Ultra. Ready?
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fight. Fight. Ready.
On second down, Young.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Fight. 97. Smash. Red. Blue strike. Black shot. Set.
Third down, Young from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard with his third touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
There he goes, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Shot. 17. Drill 3.
Young. And that will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, kill! 47!
Dak going to keep it on the draw.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
That is caught.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Prescott now from the 50. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Ready.
2nd down and 8.
Hey, go Fury. Set.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check mega. Set.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. First down throw for Young.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter. And the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it.
Left side to Lamb.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Cowboys.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So take away the touchdown. Those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, go steal.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Trouble, 38. Strike. Check, strike. Ready.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Check white. Set.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.